Round one. Fight! Juggernaut punch! Juggernaut punch! I'm out of meters! I'm out of meters! I'm out of meters!
By the power of Grayskull!
Round one. Fight! KO!
Until next time, this is He-Man wishing you...
Yeah, I know I was supposed to be here an hour ago. Yeah. I had stuff to do. Yeah. Okay. All right, happy Thursday. Last night was a bit rough. Okay, last night was hella rough. Hella. But I think I got everything figured out. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Oh, you guys are the only two here. Bless y'all hearts. Bless y'all's hearts. Y'all the only y'all the only two here. I don't know why, like, when I do midday streams, like, nobody... Echo, hold on. Alright. Is that better? We're good to go? Sound better? Better? Okay. Where am I going to go first? Hey, I had a whole thing last night, man. It got thrown completely off. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get with the, no, let's start here first. Let's start here first. Yes. Black Dream Girls. Oh no, the white Dream Girls. It's still echoing? It still sound bad? It still sound bad. So that's not better. Oh, okay. Alright, let's go here. More Hollywood cultural appropriation. Were you guys aware of this? The Dream Girls. We're talking about the famous stage play performed by Cheryl Lee Ralph and all countless others, right? So the UK, once again, it's the UK. Damn it, Paul, where are you when these stories pop off? I really need you to talk to your UK people, because this is silly. Okay, for those that were not aware, it's not better. It's like you're in an empty room and I know it's not empty. What the fuck? Are you serious right now? Hold on.
All right, test. Test. Okay, cam straight. Make sure Streamlabs is straight. All right, test. Okay, are you sure now? You sure? Okay. Where's my YouTube option for Streamlabs? What is going on with Stream? Oh, you know what? Okay. Okay, no more echo. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Okay. So let's go here. Once again, the UK stays at it. All right, UK theater company Gillian Banks Creative Productions has canceled its production of Dreamgirls after the rights holders withdrew permission over its predominantly white lead cast. The lead roles are now required to be played by black actors to reflect the show's roots. Okay? Matter of fact, let me find this so we can get a better picture of the white actors. This is sad. Sad. It's the UK, man. The fucking UK. Okay, we all remember Loretta, Cheryl, and I forget who the third woman was with the original play. So, South Yorkshire's Gillian Banks Creative Productions have previously drawn criticism after announcing a Dreamgirls cast in which nearly all of the principal roles, with the exception of Curtis, because you need the evil black man, were played by white performers. This is them. So Jimmy Early, played by Richard Morgan. Jimmy got soul. Okay. Michelle Morris is played by Annabelle Davies. Adam Wigglesworth was playing Marty. Ella, played by some chick named Laurel Robinson. Lana, played by Dina Jones, or as Dina Jones. So she was going to play, that's the role that Beyonce did. And that's the role played by, I forget who the original cast was. Okay. And then Effie, Jimmy loves Effie. Oh, no. Effie loves whoever. So this is supposed to be the big girl. Oh my God. And Ben Loy as CC White. This is why we keep having these conversations. This is why the FBA tethered conversation will not die. But slide. So this is exactly why these conversations will not die. Could you imagine this? But of course, they kept the black man, the evil black man, black. How disrespectful is this? So shout out to the rights holders. Okay. In a statement posted after the cancellation, the company said it was incredibly saddened to announce that the production would no longer go ahead due to circumstances completely outside of control. That was well within your control. Complaints had been made directly to the rights holders regarding casting requirements. The company said it was then informed that the licensing conditions for the show have changed with immediate effect. This is power. This is how you affect change. Not protesting, not coming online to complain. Just quiet and sudden. Okay? I didn't know the licensing holders, the license holders could do this. When we originally secured the performance rights, there were no restrictions or conditions provided regarding the ethnicity of the cast. All casting decisions were made within the original licensing terms. The company also said the rights holders acknowledged the situation was through no fault of our own and that licensing fees would be refunded. The group said the cancellation had been absolutely devastating for the cast and creative team who had spent months working on rehearsals, vocals, choreography, and preparation. The company also said every member of the cast had its full support. They've done nothing wrong. We could not be prouder of the professionalism, commitment, and talent they have shown throughout this. No, this was the right move to make. So rather than, and once again, see how to keep playing with you. Rather than canceling the performance week entirely, Gillian Banks Creative Production said it's now creating a new variety production in the same slot featuring Motown, musical theater, and jukebox classics. They are obsessed with us. They cannot leave us alone. A world without black people would be very, very boring. It would be extremely bland. It would be like the most unseasoned chicken ever. It would be mayonnaise sandwiches every day. It would be chicken pasta salad every day. Okay? So now they're going to go to Motown. So now you want to have a bunch of white folk perform Motown songs. You people just disgust me. Let's see. The licensing page for Dreamgirls has also been updated to make the casting expectations explicit. Concord Theatricals now list the principal roles of Effie, Dean, Laurel, Michelle, Jimmy, Cece, Curtis, and Marty as black, along with several supporting roles. It also includes a casting note stating that Dreamgirls is about a time in black American music history, and that productions must be appropriately cast to represent and reflect these artists and their history. I wish we had the license on our black heroes. Okay. I love this. I love to see this. So this is how you want to request a license to perform this at your local theater. This is what you have to do. Michael Bennett is the original production director and choreographer. Orchestrations by Harold Wheeler. Geffen owns a piece of this. The Schubert organization owns a piece of this. Michael Bennett owns a piece of this. Robert Avian owns a piece of this. You know it's bad when the Geffen Records is backing your play. And Geffen has been folded into Interscope, which has been folded into Universal. But nonetheless, this is the right play. This is how you wield power. They didn't see this coming. This thing won 6 Tony Awards in 82, 4 Drama Desk Awards in 82, Theater World Award for Jennifer. That's who it was, Jennifer Holliday. Okay. Cast attributes, roles for black actors. Strong role for leading woman, star vehicle. What? This is power. No protesting, no bitching, no whining, no bemoaning. This is how you wield power. Don't even say nothing. Be like, oh, okay. Get an estimate. Look at this. So what type of groups will be performing this show? Let's do amateur, yeah? Am I accredited? No. Will your cast and crew consist of probably actors? No. Let's continue. How much am I charging? Lowest ticket prices? Let's say $25. Highest, let's say $100. No, that's too much. Let's do $50. Let's do $50. How many people will attend each performance? Let's just say 100. How many times will you present the show? Number of performances? We'll say 25. No. Kai is smart. Kai understands content farming. Ooh, so they get the rehearsal material. Oh, that's how much. Okay, so you can get either the full package or the piano only. This is just for the rehearsal material. Now, how much to request a license? Oh, no. Okay. I was just playing. I didn't mean it. I was just playing. To get the script, how much is that? Okay, digital libretto perusal. Oh, okay. All right, this is how you wield power. You don't complain. You just put belt to ass, literally, without putting on a costume. Okay. This is a good turnout. This is a great turnout. But the fact that they had these white folk, this is nasty work, man. Super disgusting. Super disgusting. They have a bunch of white women, boy. You should be beyond being offended at this point, because this is what they do. This is what they do. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, real quick. I want to do a real quick test. Okay, tell me if you can hear this.
7, 8 minutes.
Man, how did you end up in the ring at Mayweather Boxing Club with Mayweather on that day?
It was like, man, Floyd.
Okay, can you hear that? Did you hear that? Were you able to hear the video? Please say yes, because if not, I'm going to have a conniption fit for real. You hear? Okay, very good, very good. Awesome, awesome. Okay. This was the infamous sparring session between Errol Spence Jr. and Floyd Mayweather. I talked to some people when this happened years ago. They said they said Errol pretty much beat up Floyd in this sparring session. Of course, you'll never see the tape, but let's go here. The return of Errol Spence. He has a fight coming up in a couple of months.
Back in the ring. Matter of fact, we turn off the bell. He said, "You are April." I said, "We can put out down, get back in the ring." Matter of fact, we turn off the bell.
Turn it off, yeah.
Yeah, we said, "I bet." We get back in the ring. We work. No bell for probably 7, 8 minutes.
Man, how did you end up in the ring at Mayweather Boxing Club with Mayweather on that day?
It was like, man, Floyd beating Floyd beating everybody up. He needs some work and all this and that. And I'm like, all right, cool, win. It was like, shoot, if you can come next week. I'm like, dang, next week? Like, I was nervous at first. You know, it's Floyd and everybody in the gym. Like, but all the nervousness went away. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know, I'm kind of different. I like when people going against me.
Yeah.
And like when people start hitting the ring,
dog
oh, we the doghouse, we in this, we in that. It clicked. Something just changed in me. Like, oh, these dudes got me messed up. Like, they hitting the ring and acting like I'm not him either.
Acting like you fool.
Yeah, acting like I'm dog food, man. I'm like, bro, man, come on. So we spar. It was good work. We get out the ring. I guess he in the bag. Then he was like, "You all right, fool?" I ain't really paying no mind. Then he said it again. He said, "You all right, fool?"
He said it as he hit the bag.
Yeah. But I'm like, who you talking to? He was like, I'm talking to you. And then I was like, man, we can put our stuff back on, get back in the ring. He was like, what? I said, we can put our stuff on, get back in the ring. Matter of fact, we turn off the bell.
Turn it off, yeah.
Yeah, we turn off the bell, like it's whatever. I'm 21, 22 years old. He said, I bet. We get back in the ring, we work. No bell for probably 7, 8 minutes. And then he rolled out. I'm like, you good? He was like, good work, whatever. He didn't say nothing, he just kept working or whatever. So, I mean, the sparring was good, bro. It was a good experience. Like, he done just seeing, like, different.
Man, just say you got the best of him. Because that's what everyone was saying that I talked to. Just say you got the best of him. Just say he's beating Floyd ass in that ring. Yo, Errol has a fight coming up. I think it's next month. He looks good. Man, listen. And I will die on this hill. The Spence that we got against Bud was not the Spence we were used to, or it was not a healthy Spence. That fight, whatever. People gonna say what they're gonna say. I don't give a fuck, but whatever. So they fight in Australia. Yeah, I think he's gonna beat Tim Tszyu pretty good.
I've been chilling with the family, you know, enjoying life, enjoying the spoils of my hard work, you know, and giving my family my full attention, and time. And you look on my social media, you see me, you know, my kids over playing soccer, all 3 of them, and just traveling, enjoying life, and just spending time with my loved ones, man.
What's been the toughest part of being away from boxing for 3 years?
Nothing. I mean, I don't care for the attention. I mean, probably sometimes, you know, probably fighting sometimes, but I'm not a real attention seeker, so I don't really care for the attention.
What was it that finally flipped the switch for you and made you decide to get back in the ring?
I think it was. I just got a feeling it was about that time, because everybody's been asking me when I'm coming back.
There's nothing Tim can do to this guy.
Even my family, but I just told them that I know when it's time to come back. Like, you know, if it's not time to come back, or if I won't come back, if I'm not gonna come back, then I'm not gonna come back. But I feel like I wake up one morning and be like, I want to fight again, and you know, it happened. So it's time to come back. But if it didn't come, I'd be sitting at home.
I mean, he looks completely healed. I mean, from everything. And I mean from everything. Yeah, this fight ain't going the distance. I say about round 8 or 9, maybe 10. Spence gets him up out of here, man. I'm happy to see him back, though. It's good to see him back. I mean, like, healthy. Like, he looks like a problem. Okay. Now, let's go back. Listen, what's the show without highlighting the trials and tribulations of being a parent with children with special needs? I will never not stop doing this content. Never. Okay? I will never stop not doing this content because y'all out here not telling the people the truth. Okay? So this woman here, my brother Bodie is 32, autistic with complex high support needs. Nah, ain't no come on, Sly. No. Non-verbal, very vocal, and he has challenging behaviors. My son Caden is 10, autistic, and has Duchenne muscular dystrophy. I'm so glad these people are using social media to promote awareness. This is not cute. This is not inspiring. None of you people will ever want to trade places with these people. You don't want to help these people raise these kids. No, you don't. It sounds nice. Giving you strength and love, sis. Bitch, I need more than strength and love. Can you help? I need an extra set of hands and legs and feet with this. I need a whole new person. Can you supply me another person? Can I go take a nap? But let's go here. Let's go here. Once again, it's not about making fun or denigrating anybody, but y'all gonna stop lying to the public about y'all situations. Stop lying.
Buddy, the hitting is intense today. Let's give Bode some Panadol.
You got to put the Panadol in the damn yogurt. You have to put the Panadol in the yogurt. If you have to do this, it's a problem. If you've been reduced to doing this, it's a problem.
Let's see if some DVDs help. Spread them out, mate. Come have a look. Come on. Which one did you pick, huh? Ta? Not that one, I see. That one? Ta? Cleaning the DVD. Afternoon snacko, what you eating?
Okay, so that's her son. This is the one with autism and Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Okay, come on.
I hear a Bodie coming. Better with your helmet on, big fella? Oh gosh, don't fall. Thank goodness. Come here, pretty girl. What you doing? Big tremor today. Have we got a death grip? Yes, we do. Hi. Are you happy in your chair or do you want to hop on the couch? Come. Let's do it.
Now, sis, what happens when he's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20? How many more times are you going to be able to lift this boy up? But you know what? Y'all got it, man. Come on. I'm just here to shed light.
Baby. We need a new band-aid on that one, sir. Nearly finished, mister? Dinner for Bodhi? Oh, a new bubble gun.
Yeah, okay. I'm so glad. I'm so glad for social media. I'm so glad. Enlightened Truth, thank you for the 10 on the super chat. I really appreciate that. The black pill is turning black men into weak men, having them saying it's all about looks, and if you're not at least 7 out of 10 in looks, it's over unless you have money or status. Savvy guys responsible for this. Listen, man, the fact that they have like 80 pills to combat all of the women's different moods, I don't know. That's a lost cause, but given the topic has not died out and people are still getting stupid numbers off the insecurities and the low production value of men, I didn't know Keisha mattered this much to men like this, but I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Yes, this is her son, and Bodhi is her brother. But why stop there? Hold on. Let's do a follow up with the Malaysian brothers. There's an update. There's an update with the Malaysian brothers. Where is it at? Here we go. Is this it? Okay. Yesterday, before my stream went to hell, the mother, this woman here, was the caretaker for these 3 men. She died. Now, who's going to care for these? All 3 of these men have severe issues. Okay. So Malaysian MP Howard Lee urged authorities to address gaps in support for people with disabilities who lose their aging caregivers and have no family left to care for them. Quote, we need facilities that do not force human beings into artificial categories just because our laws and institutions were designed in separate rooms. How many more families must fall before the system admits that the cracks are real? Let's continue. So for years, 81 years, she was 81. Malaysian woman was the sole caregiver to her 3 adult sons, all of whom have disabilities. When she passed on June 12th, authorities were left searching for long-term care solutions for the brothers. This is them at their mama's funeral. So he made a post. I really don't. Imagine 3 disabled brothers, all incapable of self-care. No family member, close or distant, is able to care for them. Do you think they would step up to the plate? And hell no. Government welfare facilities can only take the brother with learning difficulties, but are unable, according to law, scope, and capacity, to take the other 2. A public psychiatric hospital may assist with short-term assessment and treatment, but only for the 2 certified under mental disability, not the brother with learning difficulties. Separating them is one thing, but are there enough beds? What happens after short-term treatment? What about the medium to long-term? Who will pay for private care, even if we find homes willing to take some or all 3 of them? What if they also have other illnesses? What if they are wheelchair bound? What happens when a family falls between every available category of care? Imagine that woman's whole life taking care of children that will never be able to take care of themselves. Y'all can make all the arguments you want against the genetic testing. You can make all the arguments you want against people like Jesse Ridgway. Okay, I don't see you stepping up to help nobody with these. I'm sure you got some fucked up kids in your family that you will not even think about taking into your home and disrupting y'all's peace. The situation first came to the welfare department's attention when a member of the public informed them that the mother had been hospitalized. According to Lee, the brothers are unable to care for themselves and their living conditions have been absolutely untenable ever since their mother's hospitalization. Each brother has specific and unique conditions. One has schizophrenia. The other one has undisclosed psychiatric conditions, and the other one that they want to take has severe learning difficulties. Let's continue. Lee said for the first time in his 14 years of public service, he has not been able to find a workable solution for a whole family facing impending doom. With their mother now gone, the three brothers have no distant relatives to care for them. And they wouldn't. No. No. No one's coming. No. Listen, you can talk all that culture shit. At the end of the day, they're like, no. The human in me says no. No, I'm not built for that. Okay? Damn the culture. Damn the culture. He noted that with the funeral arrangements having been taken care of, they now have to solve the more complex issue of their long-term care. Although government-backed welfare care facilities can take responsibility for the brother with learning disabilities, they are legally unable to take the other two due to scope and capacity limitations. For the brother with learning disabilities, Lee is confident that a private home with an available bed will be willing to accept him. Okay, that's great for the one. What's the other two? The other two brothers with more severe issues would need a facility to care for them as they are less mobile and need psychiatric assessment and treatment. With the help of the state health director and the director of the hospital, Bahagia Ula Quinta has agreed to take care of them. That's good, right? But Lee lamented that this leads to a more complex problem. But do we separate the brothers? Do we have a choice? Lee said that besides this, then begs the issue of coverage beyond their current situations. What happens when a family, it's all about money. Every country, at the end of the day, it's about money when it comes to healthcare. Okay. He said that for persons with mental disabilities who require long-term care with no family support, there needs to be a clear pathway for financial coverage and interagency case management. Money. Sounds nice. Okay, that's an update. I will stay on top of this. Now let's get to the case with the passport bro that has power. You urban passport bros. Let me start naming names. J. Rello, you have no power. Austin, you have no power. Who's the guy that got robbed about a year ago? International Zoe, you have no power. Razor Rays, sir, you too have no power. NYC, the future, he's currently still destitute. You have no power. Let me show y'all what a passport bro with power looks like. Okay. Floyd has no power. If Floyd had some power, he probably wouldn't be in a Brazilian jail right now fighting for his booty hole life. Let's go. Hey, did I miss any? Let me know if I missed any urban passport bro, and I will quickly tell them you have no power. Now, I'm not saying it's okay to hurt children. That's the dumbest. Please don't ever put that in my mouth. I'm saying is passport bros with power can commit crimes in whole other countries and walk away scot-free. Your black ass cannot. You guys get threatened. You guys get scoped. You guys get kidnapped. You guys get beat up in the favela for your camera equipment, and y'all can't get no get back. Okay? Yeah, zoom to Thailand. You have no power, sir. None of you urban passport guys have no power. So let's go here. Let me show you what real power looks like.
A 7-year-old child in Bogota, Colombia. The president of Colombia has stated that this man is innocent and all he was doing was performing life-saving measures because the child was choking. And in regards to the video that is currently circulating the internet, it is AI generated because it's just to spread chismes and people just want to go viral for random things now. But the crazy thing is that the mayor of Bogota stated that this man was sexually assaulting those 3 children. Even more crazy part about it is all the eyewitnesses that came out and stated in local news stations what they saw this man doing.
The man is from Dallas, Texas. White man. Let's go.
And in the video that is currently circulating the internet, you hear multiple voices telling that man, stop abusing the child, get your hands away from that child, and they're screaming, Policia, because they were demanding for that man to stop touching that child. But crazy, isn't it? How, no, this is all AI generated. And whatever these eyewitnesses saw was AI generated. No, this man's innocent. And this is the reason why these motherfuckers do the shit that they do. Because they know that they're either gonna get a slap on the wrist or a, hey, don't worry about it, I got you, I'll see you in a few weeks. Because since I...
Okay, let's continue.
Colombia yesterday that went around the globe. People were appalled after Colombian authorities announced that they had arrested a man under suspicion of sexually abusing a child, a 7-year-old. At the end of the day, yesterday, authorities come out and say, we have interviewed the children. Medical professionals, psychologists, investigators have sat with the children, have questioned the children, and it turns out that there is zero evidence of any sexual abuse having happened. What happened was neighbors, passersby, people downstairs on the street saw this man. According to authorities from the Child Welfare Agency in Colombia, the man was actually trying to appease this child who was having a bit of a stressful emotion or event, and brought him out to the balcony to calm him down, to take a breath. Because of a fight or something with the children inside, he might have been choking. There are mixed accounts about whether it was that he was choking on food or that he was having some kind of tantrum, and he brings him outside. At that point, people down on the street see some kind of motion, start recording it, blast the video on social media, and according to prosecutors and the investigating agency, assume that what they were seeing was some kind of sexual abuse. Last night, President Gustavo Petro came out and corrected the record and said, look, these accusations were false. All of the investigating authorities, the director of the welfare agency came out and said, look, what is really important here is if you see something, say something. Do not instantly doubt and move away. That is not the lesson to be learned here. But she did speak to the importance of having investigated this thoroughly. That said, Colombian authorities actually released his name to some media outlets there in Colombia, to one of the most important newspapers. His name, his identity was put out there. So people instantly started spreading this person's name before the investigation had concluded. I had people telling me, why don't you use his name? Why don't you put his photo? And of course, you can't do that responsibly until there is a conclusion from authorities because of precisely what happened. But what is important to note is, look, Colombia has a serious crisis of exploitative sexual tourism that does affect minors. So you kind of have to understand the context within which these neighbors saw something and immediately, jumped to that conclusion to needing to protect a child, because this is something that they're...
Okay, so is she following the script? Is she part of the cabal? Once again, black man, if this were you're cooked, you're washed, rinsed, cycled, and they're gonna wash your ass again. Black man, you have no power. Nowhere you go, you have no power.
Seeing day after day in the news. But the conclusion has been that this was actually a seemingly good man who was just trying to appease a child after adopting him and his siblings, Colombian children who needed a home. There are crazy...
Let's continue. So this is her again. Let's continue.
It's quite disturbing, and I'm not going to share the images that are online, but this is an important story that involves an American in Colombia, in Bogota, of a 36-year-old man from Texas who was caught in broad daylight in a balcony abusing a 7-year-old boy, sexually abusing him.
Wait, ain't this the same one we just watched a minute ago? Because now all of a sudden the script is, oh no, everybody got phone calls. He did nothing wrong. The child was choking. He's a good man. He adopted him and the boy and the siblings. He's a good man. Okay, so everybody got the call. But once again, this goes to show how powerless the melanated passport bros are. You better be on your best behavior. You better smile and show all 50 teeth. Yeah. You better do all that. You better do that. You better do all that when you over there. You better do the MTR. Hey, 2000. Hey. You better do all that shit. You better appear non-threatening. You better raise the octave in your voice when you talk to people. You better not use no baritone when you address these people. You better raise them shits a couple octaves higher. Okay, come on.
That's what was happening and started screaming at him to stop. They called the police.
Yeah, the woman that got arrested in connection, she was supplying the children. She even supplied her own children in the Floyd case. She was she a Brazilian? She was something. So yeah, there was a woman that got pinched. But that was a month ago though, when the updates came out. So you were a little bit behind, sis. That was like a month ago, but nonetheless, yes, a woman was supplying children to Floyd, and Floyd was doing whatever Floyd did. Do you know how many years we waited for? The sad part is, when we were first going in on the Passport Bros years ago, we were like, "Hey, don't quit acting like brothers ain't going over there mess with the kids." No, the black men don't do that. The black men don't mess with kids. The black man is the highest morale standard in the world. Black man is the we don't do black man God. Okay, and we had to eat it. And we were just like, it's going to come out. Give it some time. It's going to take a couple years, but someone's going to go over there and fuck around and get caught up. And Floyd, now all of a sudden it's Floyd a tether. Dude, the fuck on. Now all of a sudden it's Floyd a tether. It don't matter.
Police arrived. They found another 5-year-old child and a 14 or 15-year-old child who were there as well. They are being treated, and police are investigating the extent of the abuse and how this Texas man, 36-year-old, was able to make contact and have these children in this apartment. And according to our colleagues in Caracol, in Noticias Caracol in Colombia, the suspect may have adopted the children, and this is...
Listen, it was me, Jap, and Taz, nobody else. It was me, Jap, and Taz, nobody else. I remember when I first lost a bunch of subs, I made that video in my garage when I had the Monte Carlo and say, you guys over there doing weird stuff, and people just turned on me like on a dime. And I was everything, the worst thing. Like, I lost so many subs behind that. And I was like, but it's the truth. So me, Jap, and Taz were the only ones. But you had to have been there. That was quite a few years ago. But let's continue.
Came to be with him in his custody. The story is developing. He has been arrested. But immigration authorities in Colombia say that he arrived there just a few days ago, around the 6th of June. This is incredibly hard to report on, and I know that it's something people don't want to hear about, but this is not the first time that we learn of American tourists going to Colombia to abuse children.
Really?
So it's important that we cover these stories, that we talk about it, and that authorities here in the United States know that this is happening. I remember not long ago in Medellin, a man was also arrested, released by Colombian authorities after abusing underage girls, and he was able to flee to the United States and avoid justice in Colombia. Authorities there are continuing to investigate these disturbing allegations.
Okay, now she came back and said he's good to go. The president called and said, no, he's a good man. He's good to go. Okay, I'm just showing you guys what real power looks like and what it doesn't look like. And it doesn't look like the melanated passport bros have any real power. Okay. Hey, let's go here. Let's go to Italy. Italy has got an immigrant problem. And an Italian island now has more African migrants than native residents after over 10,000 arrived by boat. That's an invasion. That is a whole invasion. That's a whole invasion. They about to tear that little island up. They about to tear that island up. Give it time. Okay, so Belfast. And you know what? I get it. I get it. I get it.
Hello. Houses and vehicles have been torched in Belfast overnight. Some families were forced to leave their homes after a number of demonstrations turned violent. Northern Ireland's First Minister said masked men were burning families out of their homes. The protests came after a knife attack in the north of the city, which left a man seriously injured in hospital on Monday night. A Sudanese man's been charged with attempted...
Have you watched the knife attack video yet? It's all over Twitter. You watch anything? You watch all the other snuff films. Why haven't you watched that one? I mean, he's literally, you can see him grab pieces of the skin and get to doing this. You're trying to cut that man's head off. You're trying to cut that man, he's cutting off pieces of his face. And he gets to doing this. And thank God the two men, one guy came and hit him with a street sign. And he still wasn't going to stop. And then the two cops show up. But, hey.
Murder and is due to appear in court later. Dan Johnson is in Belfast and sent this report.
He lost a left eye, and more than likely he's going to lose the right eye. On top of chunks of his face. I mean, the man tried to cut his fucking head off. I can't play that video here, man. Y'all know better. It's all over Twitter, man. How have you not seen the video yet?
This is what a small minority of people in Belfast considered the best response to a serious stabbing. Homes were targeted and burned. Families had to be led to safety through the flames.
They were targeting homes of immigrants. And what ended up happening, this fire spread to regular people's homes. But they were looking for specific immigrants after that knife attack to get them out. The fires, you know what fire does? It does what it wants to do. It spreads indiscriminately. And that's what ended up making this way worse than what it was. Not saying it's not bad, but still.
Rescued by emergency services, risking their lives in the most dangerous situation. It's what the authorities feared all day, what they warned against and pleaded not to see. The condemnation came quickly and was widespread.
Driving people from their homes, attacking their property, attacking the police themselves is not acceptable and is not excusable in any circumstance. And I would appeal to people that there's nothing that they are doing now which is going to help the gentleman who was so grievously injured. He has had life-altering injuries and is now in hospital. There's nothing that they are doing that is either helping him or his family.
It wasn't just homes. Cars were also torched by young masked men in these predominantly unionist streets. But the target here was immigrants. And the message to entirely innocent families was, you're not welcome. In the north of the city, more people were forced to flee, including an African family who've lived here for 20 years. Northern Ireland's First Minister, Michelle O'Neill, said in a statement, groups of masked men burning families out of their homes is nothing less than disgusting cowardice.
That's a warning shot. That's a warning shot. That's a warning shot. I know it sounds, I'm not trying to minimize it, but that's the home burning, that's a warning shot. What's going to happen now is going to be open season on anybody they see out in the streets. That's what's coming next. But come on, let's continue.
This has nothing to do with community, she said. This is outright thuggery.
Yes, get up, get up!
This all began on Monday night with a knife attack in the street, which left a man in his...
Now, this was after he done sliced and diced his man up. So the two guys came and hit him with the sign. And they're still fighting with the guy, and then the cops show up literally right after this. But he cracks him with the sign, and that motherfucker still wasn't gonna stop. Like a motherfucker like that, you had to put a bullet in him. We're not trying to take you into custody. We're trying to get you up out of here. Take you into custody for what?
40s with severe injuries and in a serious condition in hospital.
He was a Sudanese, one of Myron Gaines' peoples.
Others nearby tried to stop the stabbing, and police arrested a Sudanese asylum seeker in his 30s who reached Northern Ireland via Dublin 3 years ago. He's been
I don't think you understand. So when they're stomping him out, he's still got his arm and he's still jigging on him. I don't think y'all understand. Once again, if you've seen the video, you know what I'm talking about.
Years ago. He's been charged with attempted murder and will appear in court here later this morning. Despite officials pleading for calm, crowds started to gather in some places in the early evening. On Newtonards Road, around 150 masked men blocked traffic, then set fire to bins, making burning barricades.
Don't you? This is the home of the IRA. This is what they specialize in, this type of shit. I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for them. I get it. You're being invaded. I get it. Just don't hurt your own people in the process, or minimize the damage to your own people. There's going to be collateral damage, but just try to minimize as much as possible. But hey, get them up out of here. I'm all for it.
A bus had to be abandoned and was then engulfed in flames. Firefighters came but didn't approach the crowd. Police officers also stood back for a time. Then the crowd moved round the corner and focused their anger on houses where they believed migrants or asylum seekers may be living.
This is one of the side streets just round the corner from where the bus was set on fire. This is where people's homes were targeted. They're still damping down here. It's clear just how much of a risk there actually was to people's lives.
There were peaceful protests in other parts of the country. This was Glasgow last night. And this was Southampton, where Henry Novak's killing and his murderer's sentencing was the backdrop to this round of racial unrest. In Northern Ireland last night, that spilled over into pockets of violence. The concern is we may see this in more places, and it could continue over the days to come.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
It was really bad. That's one of the worst nights I've ever had. I just don't feel safe anymore. I don't feel like living in Belfast anymore because of all of this.
Well, Nishant is with me now. Can you start off by telling me what happened?
On the 9th of June night, when we were just going on with the day, with our lives, working, we were about to have dinner, we saw some gang of people wearing masks near our windows, started putting fire, creating some problem around all over the apartment, and then they started lighting up the fire down the shop where I live, just above the shop. Then the flames and the smoke started coming up to our window, and we were so scared. We didn't know what to do. They evacuated the whole building. Everybody was just standing on the road. Nobody was telling us what's gonna happen next, where we are going. There were children. They were 1 year old. They were breaking down on the roads because all of their family were on the road.
How frightened were you?
It was very distressing. It was really bad. That's one of the worst nights I've ever had. I just don't feel safe anymore.
What are you going to do?
I don't know. I don't feel like living in Belfast anymore because of all of this. And I moved here for work, and I had fantastic year, and then this happened, and I just don't feel like I can stay here anymore.
Okay, you know how you help. You know how she helps her situation. Marry an Irishman. Marry an Irishman. They'll leave you alone. Unless you're gonna leave, marry an Irishman. When in Rome, right? You want protection, huh? You want to feel like you okay? You want that hand of protection placed upon your shoulder? Marry you an Irishman.
Here you are both in Northern Ireland, contributing to the economy, working, and you're being intimidated out of your homes because of the colour of your skin.
We love our home. We had a home. We created our home with such love, and we spent a great year. We've been living in that house for a year. It's uninhabitable. We cannot live in that house anymore. Every single thing we have is affected by the smoke damage. All our clothes, all our food, utensils, furniture, electronic items. Those are our memories. We are fond of them. We have lost all of them.
I'm so sorry. And you do realise the vast majority of people in Northern Ireland will be heartbroken listening to you two. We are not like this. This is a minority of idiots and racists.
No. That's not no. We'll see. We'll see, but come on.
I've been living in Belfast for the past 6 years. I came here as a student and I studied well and I got my job. It takes hundreds of applications, much of hard.
You got no man. Okay, that's another key point. You got no man. You're a foreigner living in another country, and you ain't married none of their men that live there. Okay, fair enough.
Work day and night to get a job here and get sponsored. We were extremely happy here. Belfast is my home. But after this incident, we are even scared to just go to the shop next to our house.
People here are nice. This is just minority. I agree to that because even in case of Nishat, her manager got her clothes. Same in my situation. My work colleagues got me clothes, got me shoes.
We are also grateful to the higher majority of people that has come and helped us, supported us in these tough times. That shows the real people of Belfast to me. That's why we love Belfast. That's why we have chosen.
But you love Belfast so much that all Belfast has provided for you, and yet you have not married none of their men. That's not how this works, people. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy that be asking questions. Wait, where do we see a comment? Where's it done the super chat? Hold on, I ain't forget your super chat. I ain't forget. Hold up. I ain't forget your super chat. I ain't forget you. Where's it at? Okay, where is it at? Super chat number 2. Thank you again for the 5. Red pill is awareness. Black pill is acceptance, and usually leads to nihilism, doom and gloom thinking, self-deletion, true forced loneliness, and apathy. The fact that you have to have some type of distinguishing mindsets when it comes is, let me just say this, is women out here kicking y'all's asses this bad? Not you per se, but I'm saying, is women out here kicking men's asses this bad when you have to have pills for delineation as far as when it comes to your interactions with women? Are you guys really walking around here talking about I'm red pill? Please don't tell me you're using these terms talking to people outside of your home. Who the hell is describing themselves as black pill, purple pill, blue pill, red pill? This is the dumbest shit I've ever. And y'all be having these discussions like you guys are scholars. Like, well, you don't understand, but the red pill is this and this and this, and this is what makes you a blue pill, and this makes you a purple pill. I'm more of a purple pill, and y'all be trying to equate married men. Well, they're really purple pill. Like, what the fuck? We're married. Well, I'm more of a black pill because I understand. I accept it all the ways. Oh, okay, nigga. Okay. You guys are really, you heard white pill. What? For real? Okay, what is a white pill? What did they say? How did they break down what is a white pill? What is that? I'm dying to know. So all I know is red, blue, purple, black. Now we have white. This is how down bad the men are. Unreal. Solely should be internet. And with minimum discussions. Yeah, what the hell is a white pill? What is a white? I don't even want to know what a white pill is. Okay, who explained it too? I'm also curious to who broke it down. Okay, it's the opposite of the black pill, meaning that they still have. All right, let's continue. Oh, one more. I want to go here. One more. I can't help myself. I'm down this rabbit hole. Let's go.
You okay?
Jay.
You okay?
Calm.
You okay?
Jay.
You okay?
Calm down.
You okay?
You're trying to get dressed.
You okay?
So you can go to school.
But you go to school. You okay? You okay? You okay? You okay? You okay? You okay?
Jay, where is the red?
What? It's a red.
You go get it.
You okay?
Get the red.
Wait, he is dressed but still agitated and aggressive. I don't know if I'm going to be able to send him to school, but I gave him more meds to trigger calm vibes. So you're over medicating this kid to keep him calm. You see the problem here, but hey, what do I know? The sly ain't gonna be there to help you raise it.
You okay?
Go get it.
You
Go
okay?
find it. Go find your red.
Find your red. You okay?
You okay? And listen,
You okay?
I'm getting irritated.
You okay? Please have ice. You okay? You okay? You okay? You okay? You okay?
Man, listen, I'd have been punched. I'd have knocked him See, that's why I know my limitations.
You okay? You okay?
By 7:40 a.m., we are here. After fighting and screaming, Nyla is able to get him calmer with music. While waiting in the car for the bus monitor calls me. Oh, Lord, what did he do, girl?
You okay? You okay? You okay? You okay?
Lil Daryl. It's not funny, but the fuck? He's asking her, you just get him a job in hospitality. God damn it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Come on.
Are you going?
She is concerned about his crying. I told her to love on him like she doesn't know he had a bad morning at home. Bitch, that's not her job. She's the bus monitor. Ma'am, her job is not to love on your child. I told her to love on him like she doesn't know he had a bad morning at home in hopes that he can still. That's not her job, ma'am. Oh, no. No. They need to. We need more of this. Because y'all going to stop lying to yourselves. Okay? Y'all going to stop lying to yourselves. No. Hey. Okay. And let's continue. I sit in the car and cry for a couple minutes before taking a deep breath and remembering I am an hour late. I have deadlines and an after school rehearsal and performance. I am exhausted, but I have to keep going. I thank God for social media. Because for far too long, y'all have been lying to people trying to keep up outward appearances like everything is okay. No, the fuck it's not. I can look in your eyes and I can see regret. I can see hurt, shame, frustration, anger. I can see all that in y'all's faces when I see y'all with y'all's kids. And hey, I'm just not gonna lie to myself. I'm not gonna lie to myself. I know for what. I know my limitations. You know how hard it is just raising a regular kid? Just a regular, just no issues. You know how hard that is? The fuck? You went, I'm so glad because I'm gonna be here covering it. Let's go. This motherfucker said, hold door. Hold door. Hold door. And it turned into open the door. Or hold the door. That's what he was saying the whole time was hold the door. Because remember when he died, in the vision went right with the 3-eyed raven, he was supposed to hold the door. Okay, let's go. Ciao. If you got to do this, if you got to do all this, ma'am, you are a ticking time bomb. You are a ticking time bomb. She's an acting coach, consultant, educator. Oh, she's a U.S. Army Iraq veteran. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, say good morning.
Say good morning.
What do you want?
Well, yo, gap.
Okay. Go get the pepperoni. There you go.
Now, once again, my question to these parents is who you have in place to take care of them when you can't do it, right? People do get sick. People do get injured. Some people do die. So what's your safeguards in place to make sure the society doesn't have to, you know, because y'all hate socialism so much, right? I get it. Okay. I would like to know what are these people's safeguards in place when they no longer can care for their children. Once again, these kids will never be able to take care of themselves. Not saying they all won't, but majority of them will not be able to function as a self-regulating individual adult on their own. You will forever be a drain on society. The whole point of raising kids is for them to be, at some point, autonomous and contributing to society and paying it forward. You done brought something into this world that can't do that. It's going to constantly take and drain. Right? Because you're too afraid to admit to yourself, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be bothered. But that's okay. Guys like me will say it for you. Okay? CP30, thank you for the 5. Good point. Parents can't put the responsibility of taking care of their kids on other people. Why would, yeah, the nerve. Like, bitch, you chose to have this kid.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Let's go. Let's move on. Let's move on. I don't want to turn this into like, people feel like I'm bashing down and punching down because people get so deeply offended when you question, you know, their ideologies and shit like that. So I'm gonna let that one go. What is this? Okay, former senator. It seems like, okay, so here's the weird thing about Republicans and Democrats. So Democrats want the kids to be gay, but the Republicans like to mess with kids. So Democrats want to turn your kids gay. Republicans like to mess with kids. So former North Dakota Senator Ray Holmberg gets 10 years in prison for traveling to her children. This man went to Prague. Didn't we just see Coach Greg Adams bragging about going to Prague? You know, let me shut up if y'all take that the wrong way. The judge called Holmberg's actions vile. Former state senator Roy Holmberg, 10 years in feds. Let's see, this man's 81 years old. Admitting to traveling to Prague from 2011 to 2016 with plans to abuse children as part of the CST, the commercial sex trade. In exchange for a guilty plea, prosecutors promised to ask for a sentence on the lower end of the guidelines. Okay. His attorney was asking for home confinement or time served. He got 10 years. Let's see here. Hovland asked Holmberg about comments he made in messages to close friends and others about having sex with boys. In one message, he told a cooperating witness that he got rewarded for my sins in Prague. Yes, sir. With a flight upgraded from Amsterdam to Minneapolis. I'm still trying to figure out why anyone would brag about sexual prowess with minors. That's one of my quirks, my mini quirks, he responded. That's what he said. That's one of my mini quirks. The usual suspects. Yes. Hovland called Holmberg's actions vile, despicable, and reprehensible. No matter how many reasonable persons read this case, 37 to 46 months isn't a sufficient sentence. The maximum was 30 years. And also Holmberg will have to register. This man will be dead in prison. He's dying in prison. He won't survive. He won't make it past 5 years. He's already 81. You at the tail end, buddy. Oh, it can't be. Oh, bastards. Anywho, okay. Let's see. The nearly 7-hour hearing shed light on what led up to the investigation, key witnesses in the case, and graphic details about Holmberg's actions. He was indicted in 2023. Investigators started looking into Holmberg after an employee of Nicholas Morgan DeRozier told detectives he had sex with Holmberg at the behest of Morgan DeRozier as late as July 2021. Morgan DeRozier ran a landscaping company called Team Lawn and asked his employee to have sex with Holmberg to get a landscaping contract from the then senator. The employee was not paid for his part. Prosecutors said Morgan DeRozier and Holmberg watched explicit material involving children. Oh no. Cassetta also mentioned text messages Morgan DeRozier and Holmberg exchanged in August 21 when Morgan DeRozier was jailed on sex abuse charges. Ooh. Holmberg asked Morgan DeRozier to bring his 19 to 20-year-old boyfriend over for a massage. That's Nicholas Morgan DeRozier. I'll be sure to cut my nails so I don't scratch his back this time. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. No shame. No shame. No shame. Let's continue. This is a throwaway show. Shortly after the story was published, Holmberg resigned from his Senate seat. Morgan DeRozier is serving a 40-year sentence for trading. Oh, we got 40 years. Woo, buddy. Oh, come on, man. No, let's not do this. No, I'm not doing this. I'm not paying for nothing. Nope. Okay. All right, I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. Okay, so Dems want the kids to be twinks, and the Republicans like kids. Okay. Let's go here. Let's do some Hollywood. Okay, guys, are you ready? Now, don't act like y'all didn't watch this as a kid. Don't act like we didn't watch Jim. Come on, man, fellas. Jim was the shit. Jim, listen, the Misfits, you understand? I was more team Misfit. I understood why they were so angry. I was more team Misfits, right? So they're going to try this again. They're going to try another live action movie or series. I think this will Amazon, man. Amazon. Let's see. Amazon quickly emerges the likely buyer. Okay. What's the premise? Okay. Features. Okay. Yeah, Jim ranked as one of the most watched cartoon syndicated series, outperforming Transformers and He-Man. Yeah, this movie back in 2015 was trash. So Jim and the Holograms is joining Prime Video's growing slate of female-driven young adult coming-of-age content. Are we not learning with Supergirl? Nobody wants female. You know what? Not even. You know what? Never mind. We'll see. We'll see. Once again, this is a series movie killer. Nobody wants female-driven, female-led. You know what? Okay. Let's continue. More Hollywood stuff. Okay. More Hollywood stuff. Let's go here. Oh, wait. Deadline. Okay. This should be very interesting. Now, is this the cop that they said was waving people and letting people in? So Sean Penn to direct a movie starring Bradley Cooper. He's going to be the Jan 6 cop, not the brother. The one cop they said was letting people in, right? This should be very, very interesting. I wonder if there's going to be some revisionist history with this story, because I don't need who's writing the script. We'll follow the early life of a cop who goes on to be caught up in the Jan 6 Capitol riots. Penn scripted it and will direct it. Interesting. Now, how is this going to get made once the Paramount deal is solidified? Does he have an inroads? Does he have an agreement with Paramount? Say, hey, your movie's safe. Interesting. Production is being targeted for mid-2027. The project has been described to us as an unexpected story about friendship, but it will function on multiple levels based on one of the real-life cops caught in the Capitol attack. The project is understood to have buy-in from its subject. However, their identity is being kept under wraps for now. We're told the focus is on the subject's early journey, one that led him to later become an American hero in the eyes of many. It's not a Jan 6 movie per se, but okay. Nonetheless, given the still divisive terrain, the political climate, and the studio's potential new owners, it's commendable commitment by Warner Brothers, which has had been, once again, there's no guarantee that Paramount's going to honor this. That's why it doesn't shoot till next summer. And anything can change by then. Penn, known for his strong political convictions, previously attended a public hearing on the House Select Committee investigating the deadly 2021 insurrection. At the time, Penn said he was there to observe as just another citizen to see if justice would be served. He sat along several law enforcement officers who defended the Capitol. Among those he's seen speaking to were Michael Fanone, the former D.C. police officer who was severely injured and beaten on the day. Okay. You don't have to squint hard to see a strong resemblance between Cooper and Fanone, but sources wouldn't be drawn on whether the latter is the subject of the film. It may not turn out to be him, but Fanone's story is a compelling one. He served as a cop from 01 to his retirement 21, and like Cooper, has Italian heritage. At one time, Trump supporter, he joined the Capitol Police in the aftermath of the September 11 attacks, but later fell out of love with the president. Imagine that. The divorced father of 4 daughters who has faced relentless threats from political extremists wrote a book called Hold the Line, in which he detailed multiple unlikely friendships, including with a black trans sex worker named Leslie. Listen, I don't take anything Sean Penn does serious after you've seen his role in one battle after another. He's always been weird. Yeah. He's always been weird. Okay. No thanks. Let's continue. What is this? Okay. Netflix may or may not want to buy Lionsgate. Netflix may or may not want to buy... Oh, come on, don't do this to me. Oh, don't do this to me. Take me back to the article. May or may not want to buy Lionsgate. Oh, we're stuck. Refresh. Oh, where's it at? That's not what I wanted. Okay. Netflix. There we go. Lionsgate. So Netflix has officially denied rumors that it is buying or pursuing an acquisition of Lionsgate. We'll see. We'll see. Now for those that don't know, Netflix bought a bunch of IMAXs. Okay. Netflix bought a bunch of IMAXs. Netflix is playing dirty, man. Okay, potential sale. Okay, they're a prospective suitor. Okay. Possibly. Ooh, if they do that, it's game over.
Lionsgate is in the spotlight after a wild 24 hours on Wall Street. So shares jumped 14% yesterday on reports that Netflix was considering an acquisition of the studio, only to pull back after the streaming giant flatly denied any interest. And the drama highlights the ongoing questions about scale, content libraries, and whether more M&A is coming to the media industry. Joining us now with more is David Joyce, senior analyst at Seaport Research Partners. David, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Matt.
So here we go. It's been a wild ride here in the last little bit, and for Netflix, and I want to get into that in the last few months that they've had. But take us through this scenario in particular, and what it means as we go back and forth. And I think particularly the rare move that Netflix would come out flatly and say that there is no interest right now.
Well, Lionsgate is in a great position right now because of their content production. They have now the most box office viewing of a biopic with the Michael Jackson movie, and there's going to be a sequel coming. They've got other intellectual property that could really be of interest to any other media or internet platform company, including the Hunger Games movie coming up later this year. There will be another Saw movie next year. And on the TV side, they're also producing very popular shows like The Studio for Apple. Won a lot of Emmys this year, so they're really in a very good spot right now, fundamentally to be attracting.
If they were going to be bought or sell themselves, Michael hitting $1 billion would be a very, very, very big carrot. Would be a very big, very, very big carrot. Speaking of Michael, where are we at? We have not hit 950 yet. We have not hit 950 yet. Michael's sitting at 935. And here are last week's numbers. That trash ass Disclosure Day. That movie was super fucking trash. Did I say that movie was trash? Okay. But here's where we're at so far. Okay. Next week is Supergirl. And then the week after, I believe it's Toy Story 5. So once Toy Story 5 hits, everybody go have a seat. And then when Moana hits, everybody go have another seat, because it's going to be Disney summer. It's going to be a Disney summer. It's going to be a Disney summer. You like the last couple ones they had? I don't know. That one when he went to Mexico, they fooled him, they tricked him, like with the fake cancer cure. That was different. I actually like the Chris Rock version. I actually like Chris Rock's Saw. I thought it was decent. A little bit too predictable at the end, but okay. All right. That's where we're at so far. Okay, let's go here. Okay, remember the lady that was thrown off the bridge in Rio, the bungee jumping accident? Well, they finally caught one of the guys. Because remember, they fled. After the woman hit the ground and realized they never attached a cord to her, they ran into the forest. They had to bring out the helicopter to catch these guys.
Na operação, na verdade, na operação, às vezes eu coloco.
Sometimes I put the rope on, sometimes Felipe does.
Corda, às vezes o Felipe.
O Felipe é o que tava na frente. Tá certo. E é feita uma checagem depois, que coloca a corda para ver se colocou mesmo? Se...
A gente fala que a gente não entende, que é visível, né? É visível, é no peito. Então é difícil entender como não viu.
So it's difficult to see or to understand how we didn't see it.
Somos os três.
There are three of us in the operation, right?
Eu, o Felipe e o Vitor. Não consigo entender em que momento que eu não vi uma corda não está presa. Simplesmente não consigo entender.
Aí depois disso já apagou da mente, eu não lembro.
Você não consegue se recordar se você esqueceu, se a responsabilidade era sua, era dele?
No, I don't.
Isso.
Mas como que vocês dividem isso aí? Cada salto um coloca a corda, ou hoje todos os saltos você que colocava? Ele só como é que faz a conferência?
Tipo assim, às vezes a gente, um coloca, outro confere, outro coloca. Às vezes um faz, outro vem, vê se tá certo. Era mais ou menos.
Yo, did it feel like they threw her off with extra force? It just feels like they put a little extra into It's not funny, but when you watch the video, it just felt like it was like a little extra to it.
Isso.
E você não consegue se recordar se você era quem tinha que ter colocado ou se você que teria que ter feito a fiscalização?
Não.
Na verdade, na operação...
Somebody's going to prison for this. They have to go to prison. They have to. When I was bungee jumping in New Zealand, the person tying the ropes and clipping things on verbally said to his partner what he was doing, and the other partner had to say check and repeat back what he was doing. Needed a verbal confirmation for everything that was being done. That's literally a basic process to ensure. Nah, I'm good. This is why we have regulations over here. I can sue somebody if shit goes left. I'm good. It's strange. Surely the rope would be attached to her before anything else, and that is the first thing to do. Did she not check herself? 3 people didn't see the rope wasn't attached. Not 1, 3. How? The human brain is interesting. I reckon there was a break in the routine. They have a set routine for attaching the ropes, and something interrupted it. Either asking to be thrown a specific way, a call coming in, something out of the usual. And it disrupted the routine. It's the same story with parents who forgot their kid or in the car when there's a disruption to their routine. It happens to all of us in small ways and in big. When you are responsible for the safety and lives of others, you need to face repercussions of failing those responsibilities. But to act as if this is some unexplainable act, to ignore human nature of fallibility, when it comes to how we handle patterns. That's a good point. Let's go watch the. Yeah, come on. Let's go be morbid. How come y'all watch the video of the woman getting thrown off, but you haven't watched the Belfast video? Make that make sense. Anywho, let's go watch it because it felt like they just threw her extra. It just felt like they threw her extra. You know what I'm saying? Like, here, bitch. Like, I don't know. It just felt like. Wait. Let me. It's not funny, man, but. It just felt like they put extra on it. Especially homeboy from the back. I know you gotta you gotta make her cleared out, but it just felt like it was extra. That's why I don't do extreme stuff. I have no desire for all that. The most you're gonna get out of me is a roller coaster, and I stopped doing that years ago. But it just felt like it was extra. So nobody saw it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. Woo! This woman did not have time to register what happened. Do you understand? By the time she hit the ground, her brain was still processing. Okay. This woman had she didn't see it coming. She didn't see it coming. Okay? She didn't see it coming. She's falling, I don't know, 1,000 feet per second. She had no time to process. So if this were a longer fall, then she'd have realized, like, oh my God, but I guess the only good thing is it's a short fall, and she didn't live long enough to realize she didn't have the rope attached to her. She went out pretty quick. I said that's the best way for the situation to end for her in this predicament is that her brain did not have time to process. She didn't have a rope on her. Okay? But homeboy from the back, like get out of here, you damn thing. I just felt like that's how he threw her. Like, wait. Could you imagine? Wait, I don't have my rope. It didn't register. It didn't register. That's the best thing for her. God rest her soul. God rest her soul. Okay, where'd you read it at? Where'd you read that at? Send me the link to that. I want the link to that. I want to read it for myself. Yeah, please send me the link to that. She made it to the hospital. That woman she wasn't even conscious, man. A fall listen, you hit your head on this, you're not conscious. Organs, vital organs. Yeah, you're not conscious. You're out of it. She wasn't even aware. The body took a while to. Nah, that woman was not conscious. So, Brazilian bungee instructor previously joked about disposing of a body off the exact bridge where he and two colleagues allegedly threw one. Oh, no. So 32-year-old Luis Felipe posted a video in September 2022 just showing a black body bag being tossed off the same bridge titled Disposing of a Body. Okay. They claim they blacked out and don't remember who failed to attach the rope. So they're looking at, they're going to prison, as they should. So it was supposed to break. And I mean, we're going to try to compare it, which is kind of hard. So this is when the rope should have kicked in. The rope should have kicked in right around here. But a fall from this, you're not conscious, man. That woman was out of here. So yeah, so the rope should have kicked in right around here. Right around here. Okay. Nonetheless. Right, yeah, right. Rest in peace to her. Yeah, these guys going to prison. Okay, let's go here. Okay, 38-year-old Chinese woman earning 500,000 won a year breaks down at bride market. Why no one wants me just because I'm over 30. In China, above 30 women are labeled as leftover. Shengnu. Okay? This is how you fix the gender war. All you niggas complaining about Keisha, take your ass to China and get some of these leftover women. Okay? Yeah, marry outside your country and race if your country folks are treating you like this. I agree. Feminism doesn't work in the real world. Okay? It's a long-term effect of hard modern feminism. Okay? Men can do and marry way below their economic status. Women can't and don't. They can, they just don't do it a whole lot. And that's a problem right there. The men she wants are already married. That's not the case. Okay. In India, it's Uno reverse. Too many leftover men, too many choices for women. Okay. Look at this dumbass shit here. Lady, I'm telling you, single is... Bitch, are you living in her existence? Oh, my gosh. She will be okay. Girl, just get out of China and find your husband somewhere else. Oh, my gosh. Okay. 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 Hey, let's go here. 12 unforgettable outfits Princess Diana wore to the Trooping the Color from 81 to 92. So these are some of her most iconic outfits for Trooping the Outdoor. Uh-oh. I want to keep reading. You won't let me read? Oh, they won't let me read that. Okay, well, you know what? Fuck it. Oh, well. Okay, I tried. I'm not paying for this. Wait, I am a member. I do have Vanity Fair. Hold up. Man, if y'all don't stop playing with me. Yeah, I have a subscription to Vanity Fair. What the hell? Okay, my bad, y'all. I have to say what? I know I paid my subscription. Okay. 12 unforgettable outfits Princess Diana wore to Trooping the Color. All right, here we go. All right, let's go to the first one. 81, right? Bill Pashley. That's ugly as hell. I'm sorry. But it's the 80s, so you gotta let it go. Okay, 82. Oh, this is when she was carrying, which one? Was it Harry? I don't know. She's carrying one of them boys. Okay, I like this. Little hat is cute. Let's continue. 83. Okay. This was in 84. And Jean van Velding. She couldn't stand this woman. She couldn't stand her. Okay. That's what it looked like. Okay. 85. Jan Van Velding again. I mean, her hats be on point, though. I'm not going to lie. Her hats be on point. Her hats do be on point. Okay, that's the full outfit. 86. She gonna keep a hat. Shoulder pads. That's how you know it's the 80s. This jacket top looks a little wrinkled, but okay, let's continue. 87. This is clean. Who is this? Catherine Walker. That's clean. That purse is clean. Shoes, clean. Okay. 88. It's probably one of her more famous outfits. Yeah, for sure. 89. Eh. 90. Right? Okay, Catherine Walker again. Hat game's on point. Okay, who is that sister here? Who are you? Look at you. 91. The hats are to die for. Oh, that's sharp. Okay, that's sharp. Like you could wear this today and get away with this. That's a good look right there. She could wear this shit right now, or you could, and get away with that's a sharp outfit. The pleats and then that at the bottom, that shit, color coordination is on point. That's a sharp outfit. Okay, 92. Princess says, listen, one more year with this bitch. I got one more year with this bitch. 92. Okay. That was it. Okay. Let's get to... I've been on for an hour and a half. Okay, not too bad. Uh-oh. Mic check. Look. Thank you for the 5, brethren. He said the Moors want to come back to Italy. Hey, man. I don't see too many people repping the Moors these days, man. I don't see too much of that these days. I mean, listen, I was on that, man. I was flying that flag heavy. I mean, I still rep them, but it ain't like motherfuckers ain't hollering that shit like they used to, you know? Okay, I'm on stock reports. Stock reports. I don't care about all that. Okay. Are we ready for Streamer University? Streamer University. Let me show y'all how just wild this shit is. This is nothing but one huge energy harvest. Oh, real quick. Reparations. Evanston said no. Remember a few years ago, Evanston was like, hey, if you bought your house back in a certain time period and you were whatever, we give you a credit towards a new house or something like that. They had like the first like national reparations type of act. Evanston, one of the most expensive cities in the country. This is where the campus of Northwestern University sits in, right? And I was like, well, it's not too many people, black people that live in Evanston like that had a house during the time that they're asking for. But they said no. The federal government did this, y'all. The U.S. Department of Justice, DOJ, the Trump administration said no to this. Would have provided eligible black residents with $25,000 to address the effects of past housing discrimination. Okay? Your president, DOJ, did that. Despicable. But I know y'all, he ain't racist. Okay. Everything else says something else different, but okay. Let's go here. I ain't right. I know. I told you the only way you're going to get that shit is BIB. All day, every day.
Years. There will be a lot to cover and report on in the category of norm busting and grifting. Unqualified individuals doing previously unheard of things atop government agencies. While Donald Trump crows about a so-called mandate and Republicans in Congress feel around for whatever remains of their sense of duty and accountability to the Constitution.
Look at this. Look who we picked to run the Civil Rights Division. Wow.
The rule of law. For that reason, it will be important to track mile markers or signposts along various trajectories. One we have focused on a whole lot around here is democratic norms versus autocratic impulses. And in that category, Donald Trump made a very big move yesterday, tapping someone who departs perhaps as dramatically as any other pick from the normal parameters for the individual overseeing the Civil Rights Division at the Department of Justice. In her case, Trump is letting the fox guard the hen house, tapping a loyalist who has at every single turn since the 2020 election and the emergence of the big lie enabled Donald Trump's attacks on voting and democratic norms in the name of Trump's lie about voter fraud leading to his defeat in 2020. Her name is Harmeet Dillon, and she is Donald Trump's pick to lead the DOJ Civil Rights Division. It's a branch of the Justice Department the New York Times describes like this, quote, "The division enforces voting rights laws, investigates police departments, and brings charges for violations of people's civil rights." The division's own website proudly states this, quote, "We uphold the civil rights of all people in the United States." It is a solemn and important responsibility. If there is a through line in Dillon's legal work over the last few years, it is that she has supported Donald Trump over anything and everyone else. New York Times writes this, quote, "Ms. Dillon has been a conservative activist so devoted to Mr. Trump that she was willing to attack not only Democrats, but also fellow Republicans. She was also the co-chairwoman in 2020 of a group, Lawyers for Trump, that challenged the results of that year's presidential election. Here she is in an appearance on Fox News on November 5th, 2020. While votes were still being counted, President Joe Biden would not be declared the winner for another 2 days. Watch.
In Philadelphia, you have election workers with Biden-Harris 2020 masks on, and they're the ones who look at ballots and they see if a ballot is defective in some way. They may fill it in or fix it, and there's nobody on the Republican side to witness it. And because that election is so close and because the president's lead is declining, that is where we could lose it. And it is an outrage that those people are in contempt of court. And meanwhile, we're waiting for the United States Supreme Court, of which the president has nominated 3 justices to step in and do something. And hopefully Amy Coney Barrett will come through and pick it up. There's no guarantee of that, Lou. So we have to fight this on the ground and make sure that we challenge in every place we are.
Hopefully Amy Coney Barrett will come through. Of course, the Supreme Court doesn't step in, Amy Coney Barrett or any of them, and do much of anything. They do not tip the scales for Donald Trump because Donald Trump lost.
Okay, let's skip ahead. Let's skip ahead. Nope, that's not it. Oh, come on. Oh, they don't give it to me. They're not going to give it to me. All right, so no, I want to hear news. I want to do news. Let's go here.
Department of Justice has now joined a lawsuit against the city of The U.S. Department of Justice has now joined a lawsuit against the city of Evanston's reparation program. It offers grants up to $25,000 for African-American residents impacted by discriminatory housing practices between 1919 and 1969. A group of non-black residents sued, saying the fact that they are not included in this program constitutes racial discrimination. Now the DOJ is joining them. The city of Evanston saying that it does not comment on active litigation, but does say it maintains that the reparation program is legal. The U.S.
Okay. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. This is where we're at. That's a long ass ad. I don't feel like going through it. I have no desire to watch none of these shows. I don't care about Dutton Ranch. Damn sure don't care about the agency. I will not be watching this shit on Paramount Plus. Nope.
This is interesting. We're going to break it down, but overall, let's.
Oh my God, no. Give me stories. Let's go here. Nope, that's April. Nope. Nope. Okay. You understand what's going on here, okay? At this point. Hey. So the city has already distributed over $7 million using revenue from its local tax on legal marijuana sales to hundreds of people in $25,000 increments to be used for home repairs, down payments on property, and interest or late penalties on property in the city.
It's the city of Evanston's reparation program. It offers grants up to $25,000 for African American residents impacted by discriminatory housing practices between 1919 and 1969. A group of non-black residents sued, saying the fact that they are not included in this program constitutes racial discrimination. Now the DOJ is joining them.
Listen, an average housing cost. Let me see. Evanston is no punk. The average house. I'm scared to look. Whew. $484,000. The average Evanston home is up. The cost went up 7.1% over the past year. $484,000, the average cost of a home in Evanston, Illinois. This shit is no punk. This shit is no punk. That's crazy. Median sale price is $426,000. They sold 256 homes. Average house, 38 days on the market. The average house sits for 38 days on the market. That is insane. .7% homes sold above the list price. Do you understand? Above the list price. Man, you either got it or you don't. You either got it or you don't. $3-bed, 2.5 bath, $300,000. Condo, $500,000. Townhouse, $379,000. Condo, $600,000. Condo, $400,000. Contingent, 2-bed, 1 bath, $150,000. 1 bed, 1 bath, $250,000. 1,000 square feet. I ain't gonna front, that looks nice though, but look at this shit, man. House for sale, $700,000, 4-bed, 3.5 bath. I know where that street is at, Dewey Avenue. I know where that's at. Don't ask how I know. Look at this here, townhouse, $400,000, 3-bed, 2.5 baths. House for sale, 3-bed, 2.5 baths, $300,000. Condo, $145,000. Look at this, house for sale, 3-bed, 2 bath, $600,000. This one, multi-family home, $800,000. Condo, $479,000. Another condo, $485,000. This one in foreclosure with 2-bed, 1 bath, $280,000. This one here, 4-bed, 2.5 bath, $1.5 million. Now we get into the real homes, $1.5. Another one over here, $1.1. Man, just say you ain't got it. Motherfuckers ain't got it. All right, let's get to Streaming University. Let me get up out of here. I think I covered all my stories for the most part, yeah? Streaming University, Errol, Spence. Oh, the Gilgo verdict. Oh, this was crazy. Hold up. The Gilgo verdict. Did y'all see this story? Did y'all see this story?
Life in prison in the case of the Gilgo Beach murders out of New York. So let's break down how that came about. Let's go live to our newsroom in New York and CBS News correspondent Chanel Call. So Chanel, catch us up on this case, if you will.
Well, Reed, this really marks an end to one of the most chilling murder cases in New York history. Today, 62-year-old Rex Heuermann was sentenced to life in prison without the chance of parole. And that sentence today capping off quite an emotional day inside the courtroom. Reed, we heard before that sentence was given out some of the victim impact statements from family members of some of the women who were murdered by Rex Heuermann. Just to sum it up here, some of the family members who were there called him a coward, a monster, an ogre, a demon. So many of them breaking down in tears. Obviously, a really difficult, a really emotional day for them inside the courtroom. What you're looking at here is 62-year-old Rex Heuermann. Right after that sentence was handed down, the 62-year-old sort of kept his head down while those emotional victim impact statements were read aloud. And then right before the sentence was given out, he had a chance to make a statement. So first you'll hear what he said to the judge before the sentence was given out. And then afterwards, you'll hear from the Suffolk County District Attorney who spoke to reporters outside the courtroom. Take a listen.
There are no words I can say. I am responsible for what was said in this room today. The words I would say have no meaning, and I'm going to leave it there at this time.
I want to say one thing to the victims, if I could. I want them to wreak their revenge by going on and having great lives, by being happy, by being fulfilled, by being satisfied that they stood by their loved ones and did a wonderful job. And now it's time for them to heal and to go on and realize the tremendous potential that they all have, because they're absolutely extraordinary people.
And Reed, this sentencing, I should know, comes about 2 months after Rex Heuermann pleaded guilty in court to killing 8 women. This was, of course, a long and winding case that spanned decades.
That's what he just pled to. That's just all he pled to. They say anywhere between 15 and 20 women he done murked. Jeezy Peach.
And it very much haunted the Gilgo Beach community during those years in which this case was unresolved. You'll remember finally when investigators made a break in the case, it was over a discarded pizza crust, and they were able to use the DNA on that pizza crust to trace the case back to Rex Heuermann, who was ultimately today sentenced to life in prison without the chance of parole.
Today belongs to the victims and their families.
Wow. Yeah, he had Gilgo Beach in a chokehold. He had him in a whole chokehold. Okay, what else did I got? Doomsday. Oh, do I want to do the Doomsday? Where is that at? Oh, where is it? Did I send it to myself? I could have swore I did. Okay. All right, Marvel fans. Unconfirmed with very, very bad no VFX. With no VFX. Keep that in mind. No VFX. This is the unfinished version of the first Doomsday trailer. It came out about a week ago. 2 weeks ago. But this is unfinished with no visual effects. It's been not confirmed but not denied that this is the official Doomsday trailer leak. Let's take a look. Let's see. It's gonna be fire. Hey man. Hey, that shit gonna be fire as hell, man. That shit gonna be super fire. I'm stoked for it. I will be there that opening weekend. I will be there opening weekend. Okay. Streaming University. Let's go. Streaming University. Now, this was just one big energy harvest. But it goes to my point about the internet being wholly negative. People were like, no, slides positive. Where? So let's go through these clips, these streamer clips.
It's 1 o'clock. All right, this is the current situation. It's 1 o'clock. We packed up like some fucking sardines in this bitch. Kyle, come on, man. It's good, man. What the fuck?
Don't y'all understand? They already know who's going into the thing weeks in advance. This was just an energy harvest. This was free clip farming. This was just to get content for Kai. You understand? Like they months in advance already picked Johnny B. Goods. What's good. Y'all turning up out there in New York, man. Congrats. This is just content farming, y'all. This is energy harvesting.
That was a nigga. Is that a lawn? Nigga, is that a lawn over there? It's not even a line, bro.
Well, that's the line that wrap around the block.
Yeah, that's a wrap around.
This is how powerful the social engineering is. This is how powerful social media is. And y'all want to sit here and tell me, no, Slide, the internet is more positive than negative. Nigga, where?
Man, this is some bullshit.
Let's continue. Let's continue. Where's the streamer? Okay, come on, let's go here.
Hey, cut ass tripping, man. I'm going. Go ahead. I'm good, man. Hey, I'm going to the crib, man. This shit ain't worth my life. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gone. I'm going to the crib, man. They tripping. We out this bitch. Hell nah. Hey. I damn near passed out in the motherfucking pit. I had to get the fuck about it up. Hey, Kai, if you see this, I was the first nigga to go home. It's worth it, but it ain't worth it. Hey, Kai, they ass tripping, man. I'm gone.
Once again, they knew weeks in advance who they're going to pick. This was just content farming and energy harvesting, and everybody gave into it. Let's go. And so then they shut it down. Okay. Due to overwhelming number of people attending today's Kai Cenat Streaming University audition and subsequent safety concerns, auditions have been stopped, and those outside of State Farm Arena have been asked to remove themselves from the line. Okay.
Shut down, but what? Yeah, State Farm Arena is right now. They talk about shutting it down. But I'm trying to fight through. I got a whole bunch of smoke there to see and stuff like that. So yeah. I'm making they State Farm about to shut down.
Okay. Okay. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let me see. Stream. Okay. Oh yeah, I got clips. Okay, cool. We got enough clips. Cool. Come on.
Bro, Kai, you got us fucked up, man.
Literally negative 1,500, bro. Bro, they just canceled Atlanta stream, bro. They just canceled Atlanta Streamer University. We literally came all the way out here from LA, bro. I didn't even get to talk to you the first time, Kai. And now I don't get to talk to you again. You really cancel that, bro? Bro, the bro spent is negative 1,500 right now. Bro, show your account, bro. Show your account, bro.
Bro, Kai, you got us fucked up, man.
Literally negative 1,500, bro.
We stranded out here in Atlanta and this shit not even be out here, bro.
Like, bro, we literally came all the way from Cali, bro.
It's like we not working right now. What is the point? Streaming University is way above getting a doctorate and whatever.
Bro, we literally stream. We stream all the time, bro. We're content creators. We really do this, bro. We literally lost our cars, our jobs, bro, for this. Like, we're trying to make it, bro. We're doing everything we can. You cancel it, bro. Like, bro, help us, Kai.
Help, Kai, please.
Please, bro. We literally, this is all we got, bro.
Please, Kai.
Like, bro, come on, bro. Please. We've been out here. We're grinding. You see we're trying, bro.
We deserve you to give us that opportunity.
Like, bro, at least put us in Streamer University for real.
You supposed to give us that opportunity.
Like, come on, bro. We're helping you. Please, Kai.
We're helping you.
Yeah.
Now help us.
Please.
Help us.
Bro, Kai.
Y'all want to debate me if the internet is negative or positive? It's wholly negative. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Look at this shit. Look at this. Energy harvesting at its finest. This is social engineering. The fact that Kai Cenat has all this influence with the Gen Alphas and the Z's, and this is how he chooses to guide the youth. Okay. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue.
Yeah, you're done. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, God. The next step for y'all right now is online application. Not only that, but specifically get your content out more and more and more and more. I am literally up all night and early in the morning going through as many people as I can online. I kind of knew.
I ain't gonna front. It's a genius idea. It's genius, but it's a lot of wasted potential. A lot of misdirected energy, right? A lot of misdirected energy. Okay. Let's continue. A lot of misdirected energy with these kids.
I just drove 11 hours to Atlanta from Texas just for Kai to cancel this shit. Bro, I'm tired of the non-creators ruining everything for the real creators, bro. I've been doing this shit too long to not have this opportunity today, bro. Y'all niggas really just fucked this shit up for me. So, Kai, I need to come do my application at the crib, A&P crib or something, because I can't leave Atlanta without getting this shit done or something, my nigga. I just drove 11 hours.
Okay. God bless you, young man. God bless you. Energy harvest. That's all it was. What's this? Let's go here. Okay.
Kai Cenat may have pulled off the biggest scam in entertainment history, and y'all fell for the okie doke. What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Jess West, the voice of the West. Now that Streaming University 2026 is coming to a wrap, I'm here to let you guys know you guys fell for it, and you may have not even realized it. Let's get into it. We all know the auditions popped off in New York City, but by the time they got to Los Angeles, you should have noticed that there was a clear pattern. If you were a normal person, you were not getting in front of Kai Cenat for an audition, babes. I mean, everybody keeps asking why all the big streamers got all the camera time, while thousands of creators camped outside, stood in lines for hours, traveled cross country, quit their job, spent so much money to be there just to not get an interview at Kai Cenat. You guys were looking at this like it was a real audition. Kai Cenat's team was looking at this like it was production and marketing.
That's it.
And unfortunately for you guys, those are two completely different things. The long lines, content. The chaos, content. All the hype around it, content.
Yep.
And if you have the whole world watching you like Kai did, you are not about to gamble that moment on some randoms. Now, what you are going to do from a marketing standpoint is you're going to put proven entertainers in front of the camera, proven established streamers and content creator with high marketability, high virability, and high success. Now, I hate to break it to you, but this is the part that nobody wants to hear. A lot of you thought the opportunity was getting picked. The opportunity was just being there. You were literally standing next to thousands of streamers, content creators, videographers, some of the biggest streamers in the world that you
should have treated it like a networking event. Should have treated it like like going to a networking event. That's pretty much it. That's how you should have approached it.
And any other given day would never have access to.
Yeah.
The smartest people and the critical thinkers were not waiting to be discovered or to be picked. They were networking, collaborating, and building future relationships.
Yep.
And you absolutely were not the talent. You were about as equivalent as a damn stage light or a boom mic, okay? Oh my God, people left so disappointed. People were crying, but some of you locked in and you leveled up and you left with some real opportunities. For God's sakes, you guys, we only saw big streamers. DDG, Tota, Ben the Don, Colin Drake. Y'all think you could compete with that? Somebody better tell me I'm lying. This is not America's Got Talent. This was not American Idol. Y'all were never meant to be the talent. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm highly impressed. Exquisite marketing. Well done, sir. For all you content creators that went up there, chin up, keep following your dreams, and never give up. If you guys like content like this, follow Just West.
Okay. All right. But unfortunately, a lot of kids didn't get the memo. Last couple of clips. They didn't get the memo, y'all. They didn't get the memo.
I just finished spending my entire day at the Streamer University event out here in New York City, and I didn't even get inside, bro. Chat, I got there at 5 o'clock in the morning, bro. Do you not understand that I've been sitting in rain, heat, cold air for the last maybe 10 fucking hours just to go meet Kai Cenat and give him my application for Streamer University and preach to him why I'm one of the most consistent, passionate, driven streamers out there on the fucking market? Do you know what happens? Everyone and their mother commences on fucking skipping the line. Niggas who don't have no ambition of streaming, niggas who've never streamed a day in their life, who've never put an inch of content out there, who doesn't do nothing at all, but they're there because they want to see Kai Cenat and they think that he's gonna make them a future and give them a future. Like, bro, stop LARPing like this. This is bad. I watched opportunities from people who actually work hard for their fucking game get taken away today. Niggas didn't want to cut the line to be fair and be respectful and lost the rights to all that. To the people that were pushing in the back of the line and you were pushing, or to people around the corner pushing and you were doing all that extra shit, fuck you, you ruined it all for all of us. You were pushing too much, you were being a bitch, you were being a bastard. Stop being so mad that you were late.
Okay. He mad. He's not happy. He's not happy. He's not happy. Last one.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying, bro? Y'all lame man niggas out there, bitch. Half of these niggas don't even make content. Why are you here? What you do?
Well, I mean, I do a lot of shit, you know. I detail, but that's not it. You feel me?
You detail cars?
Yeah.
What the fuck they gotta do with streaming you? Trying to go to Streamer University. These niggas out there, bitch, dancing, doing all that goof ass shit, bro. You doing a whole music video out there, bitch, son. What they doing, Jay? That's what I'm saying. What the fuck you do? What you do, bro? Shit, so I'm just down there trying to go up, son. When last time you shot the video? That's what I'm saying. Niggas like this nigga out here for no reason. Your music, man. The line, bro. You can't even form the line, bro. 95% of y'all don't make no content, bro. What the fuck is you doing out here? What you do, bro? What you do? You don't make content? So what the fuck is you doing out here?
That nigga hitting the quan.
What the fuck is you doing?
These nigga fellowshipping.
They just canceled.
They had the right idea. Hey, turn it into something. Did he hit that? You? Oh my God. Okay. That was too damn funny. Okay, sad news. Jeremy Clarkson, one of the greatest car reviewers ever, diagnosed with cancer, y'all. Damn. Jeremy Clarkson, one of the best to have ever done it, diagnosed with cancer. Let's see. Final 2 episodes of Clarkson's Farm Season 5. Clarkson shares some devastating personal news. Jeremy's in his office discussing the farm harvest with Charlie and Caleb. When he breaks off mid-sentence, leans back in his seat and quietly reveals the devastating news: "I've got cancer." A stunned Caleb asks where. Jeremy replies it's not something he wants to detail publicly, but he's known since May after a medical, followed by a biopsy. It's aggressive but caught early. He hoped to finish the harvest before treatment, but it's hitting right in the middle. Caleb wipes away the tears and says, "Look after yourself. You go and do. If you need anything, just ring." Later, with the full team, Lisa, Charlie, Gerald, he reflects on the tough year, starting with the heart issues and ending with this. In the closing moments, we see him back in the hospital bed. So we started season 5 with me in the hospital bed, and we are at this end of season 5, and I'm back in the hospital bed. some of the treatment has gone awry. Let's say I'm going to be here for a little while. I'm nil by mouth. I don't know what's going to happen. If this is all successful, I'll see you for season 6. If it isn't, I won't take care of everyone. Jeez, man, this ain't it.
End of July, basically.
All end of July.
Why are you going away?
Yeah. I've got cancer.
No.
Yep.
Yeah.
End of July, basically.
Okay, we're going to assume because he didn't mention a location that's probably testicular or prostate. Yeah, I'm going to assume it's testicular or prostate. Maybe more than likely prostate. Yeah. Man. Okay. Let's go here. Other sad news. Homegirl that was the original voice of Lilo and Stitch. What was her name? What was her name? Davi Chase. Okay. She done made a transition. Okay. They're saying her meningitis it became septic. So they say she died from sepsis. Okay. Yeah, so it was sepsis from the meningitis. She became septic. As a GoFundMe. So they're only asking for $5,500. Wow. Okay. Davy Chase, my girlfriend, has always been the light of my life. Many people know her as a talented childhood actor from Lilo and Stitch, Spirited Away, Donnie Darko, but behind the scenes, she faced more than her share of hardship after a difficult childhood and a painful falling out with her family. Davy was bullied and struggled to find safety and happiness in downtown LA. When we met, I promised to protect her and give her the love and comfort she deserved. Together, we found moments of happiness and hope. Recently, everything changed. Davy was diagnosed with meningitis and several serious blood infections. Her condition has become critical, and the doctors have told me she may not have much time left. All she ever wanted was a place where we could live together, feel safe, and be happy. Now more than ever, I want to give her that sense of home and peace in her final days. Yeah, it was sepsis. It was sepsis. Okay. So she did the TV, the series from Lilo and Stitch. Okay. All right. Yo, my favorite Clarkson episode is when he's reviewing the Porsche 928, and he tells a story about how his dad was dying, and his mom called him, and she was like, "Your dad doesn't have much time left. You need to get to the hospital." And they gave him the 928 to review. That's my favorite Clarkson. Matter of fact, I want to go over it. I just want to watch it one more time. Like, that's my favorite Clarkson moment. He said, like, the Porsche 928 is all right with me. He said the chicken was still warm. The chicken was still warm. He said the chicken was still warm. Was this it? 128. Okay, let's go here. I think this is it. Shit, that's my favorite episode of Jeremy Clarkson. The chicken was still warm, y'all. The chicken was still warm. Okay, let's go here. Last one, and I'm out. Okay. All the young men who can't find jobs in China are working as delivery personnel. All the unemployed young women are doing streaming. Men earn money for the streaming girls by buying gifts on their streams with their salaries. Girls with the money they earn place orders for food and makeup products, providing job opportunities for the couriers. Wow, the world's strangest and most interdependent job cycle formed during the social media era. This is crazy. Let's take a look. Look at this music. So these are all delivered. Wow, that's crazy. Was she doing push-ups? I hope she was doing push-ups. It be cracking like this? I'm good. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay, internet is undefeated. Look how they did Carmelo, y'all. Look how they did his young man. This ain't even... Why they do this? Why they do this? Why? Y'all ain't right. They ain't right. They ain't right for this. Why? Why they do this? Why? You're not gonna out troll these people, man. It's not even funny, but you're not gonna the level of trolling. Okay, that's all I got. That's all I got. I'm done. I got softball practice later on today, y'all, so it's gonna be hot as hell. I may come back later on tonight after practice. I don't know. It depends on how I feel physically. Our first game's next Thursday. I'm so excited. I haven't done anything in a competitive sporting, and I don't know. It's been what am I? Close to 30 years. I haven't done anything like really competitive on that level. Jeez. Okay. All right. Yes, that was a big model. Excuse me, baby. No, sir. It's a real thing. It's the second annual streaming event, Streaming University. Yeah, it's a big deal. A very big deal. Very big deal. All right, I'm out of here. Thank y'all. Maybe I may or not come back later on tonight. Don't hold me to it. So with that being said, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all's day.
One of the ops breaks the catch my taste, the human taste. You with all like a piss, look like a dog, stuff in face.